love to say Texas is affordable, but have y'all been paying bills lately? Electric bills here, absolutely insane. Groceries, ridiculous. Insurance keeps going up.
Bills is so high in Atlanta, like you can't even afford to break up with nobody.
I spend money like I'm on drugs.
I just can't relate because I don't like being broke under no circumstance.
Right now, somebody's trying to buy groceries in Georgia and they can't afford it.
Living costs way too much right now.
Y'all realize how nothing feels affordable anymore?
See, here's the thing, you can't convince me that groceries aren't expensive because I have actively swapped out ground beef for ground turkey.
You know, I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I'm so tired of paying bills.
When they said Georgia Power, I didn't know that meant I was paying for all of Georgia's power.
So I turn the lights down and save the power. You can't save. You ain't saving no money. Yeah, that ain't happening.
Is insane. I just can't. I don't know how people are gonna survive this. It stresses me out. Like, it really stresses me out.
Who wants to see a scary movie? Well, come on over and open up my bills. Would that be scary enough for you? Every trip to the grocery store feels like a financial jump scare. Let's talk about what's really going on. Check this out.
People love to say Texas is affordable, but have y'all been paying bills lately? It's 105 degrees outside for like half the year, so the AC never stops running. Electric bills here, absolutely insane. Groceries, ridiculous. Insurance keeps going up. And somehow every single thing costs more than it did last year. Like, yes, Texas used to feel cheap, but now it feels like we're just working to pay utility bills and basically survive the summer heat.
Bills is so high in Atlanta, like you can't even afford to break up with nobody. If you're living with somebody and they're paying your bill, just stay with that person because at the point that my light bill is $450, like, do I need to get back with the cheating ass man or the lying ass man or the man who ain't want to answer my phone calls because I'm fighting for my life?
This stuff, I'm gonna tell you all the bad stuff right now. I'm gonna be real vulnerable. I spend money like I'm on drugs, right? Like it's bad. Like you'll be like, well, where did your money go? It's awful. My last paycheck was a little over $4,000. Do y'all know I was just in a grocery store and I told them I got to do this in 2 separate transactions. The first transaction was $8 and the second transaction was $22. I don't even have $40 on one card. And my last paycheck was over $4,000. I need rehab for this shit. Like, why every time I get $1, I gotta spend it? I don't know what.
I just quickly want to show you how ridiculous it is to buy groceries when you live in Canada.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no.
So, awkward experience at the grocery store with my cashier. The first thing that I put at the front was this. He said, I'm going to need to see your ID. And I was like, wait, no, it's because it's not alcohol. But then I was like, oh shit, the next thing in line is wine, obviously. Okay, sure. Yeah, okay. So, like, I had this confused moment. And I was like, what? And then he was like, it's just a little joke. Because then I realized he said, I'm going to need to see your ID, young lady. And, that's the kind of joke you make with specifically old people, not people in their middle age, specifically with old people. So I was just rambling, trying to make it less awkward, because I was like, oh yeah, I used to work at a grocery store, and it was really awkward when like this woman insisted that I needed to see her ID. Like, talk about vanity, right? And he was like, yeah, we don't need to see your ID if you're over 40. I'm 35 years old. I am 35 fucking years old, man. Like, I'm part of the time asked for ID, part of the time not asked for ID. But like, that was like starting when I was 21. But man, to be told, hey, you don't just look over 40. You look old enough that I can make a "Can I see your ID, young lady?" joke. That's not okay. I'm 34 years old. My hair's doing a little funky thing right there. I do have gray you can see the like silver right here. But damn, tell me how bad I look, why don't you? Fuck.
I just heard the most disgusting shit in the world. Somebody gonna say they don't mind being broke as long as all the bills paid, and that's just, I just can't relate because I don't like being broke under no circumstance. I just don't see myself spending my last on a bill. You know, eighth maybe, but a bill that's too adult for me.
Right now, somebody's trying to buy groceries in Georgia and they can't afford it.
Well, but that's because of the Biden administration is the reason.
2 years later, that's your answer because of the Biden administration?
Look at this. Look at all the prices that have come down. Avocados down 20%, berries down 13%, butter down 13%, eggs down 90%.
Grocery costs are up. You don't dispute that, right? Even as you call these individual items, you don't dispute that grocery costs are up in
The
America.
affordability question in America is real.
TikTok. Living costs way too much right now. Y'all, I went to Publix this morning and I wasn't going for this, but I went to get some stuff from the store, right? And I needed some plant-based mayo. Hellman's plant-based mayo. Y'all, why that mayo was $9? Why was that mayo $9? It costs too much to live in 2025. You can't go outside without spending $50. I'm tired of this shit. You used to be able to, with the dryer, we used to be able to rob Peter to pay Paul. Peter ain't got it and neither do Paul. Listen, I got 6 things. I got vegan eggs. I got vegan mayo. I got some Jamaican patties, Beyond Meat Jamaican patties. What else did I get? And some vegan cheese, y'all. It was $50. Like $43. Like, it's enough already. It's enough already. I'm really going to have to start doing something strange for some change. Okay? I'm tired of everything costing so damn much. This shit is getting out of hand. This shit is getting out of hand.
Anthony Albanese, I'm calling you out. I am calling you out. You are the reason mums and dads all around Australia can't put food on the table. Why? You're out chumming it with your pals at these Rabbitohs games. You're spending more of our money. You're creating this inflation.
Thanks to lettuce giving everyone diarrhea, I know I've been overpaying for my groceries. I was that fucking pompous brat that was like, I only shop at Sprouts or Whole Foods. But now that I know it's all coming from the same place, I'm going to food shelters. I'm going to Walmart. I'm going to Dollar General.
Y'all realize how nothing feels affordable anymore? Like in Dallas, rent feels insane. Going out's virtually impossible. And groceries are just ridiculous. Like, why are we expected to act like this is normal? You have corporations buying up houses. Minimum wage hasn't even changed since 2009. Meanwhile, the costs of groceries have gone up 54%. Like, how does that make sense? Now you have people working everyday jobs like me getting poorer while the rich just gets richer. And it makes no sense.
Cost of living because of these fucking liberal parties, sorry for my language. It is absolutely disgusting how Canadian economy, cost of living, just a basic common sense, a grocery, people can't afford it. They have to cut down on few products. They have to just choose on what products that they really need to buy, not something extra at a grocery store. It is not normal for an adult can't afford just an increase of 40, 50, 60 bucks on their essential bills. And they have to cancel it. One of the shocking news that I hear often when my wife, she shares customer at her work can't afford a $35 of activation fee. Before she activates the service, she goes, ma'am, there's a $35 activation fee. They're like, oh, no. I'm sorry. I didn't know about the $35 activation fee. Credit card's maxed out. I have to wait a few days or next week. And I couldn't believe it. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way a customer can afford $35, $40 for one-time activation fee. She goes, yeah, here's another one. Here's another one. 2, 3, 4 times per week. It's insane. It is not normal. And you know what's not normal also? Can we agree, or can you agree, that the career, the path that you chose, the money that you chose to make, and if you can't afford a 50, 60 bucks of increase of any of your bill, and you have to cancel that activation or you have to cancel that service, doing what you're doing, it doesn't work? Because if it really worked, you could be able to save and have enough money for that $35 of activation fees, or be able to afford to pay your credit card or whatever that you're struggling right now. You wouldn't have to struggle.
Man, I'm tired of living this fucking life, bro. Hear me out. Oh, every day we gotta wake up and go to motherfucking job we don't even work at, bro. Every day we gotta wake up and go be around people we don't want to see. I want to see you. You want to see me? Fuck you. Fuck you. I'm gonna be a slave for the next 60 years unless it's this job, that job, any job. It's gonna be any job. I don't make enough money. If I sit here 20 more fucking years, I don't think I'm gonna make enough fucking money. I don't understand. I don't understand. How the fuck I got to pass by motherfuckers with brand new trucks, big ass trucks, right? I got to pass by motherfuckers with rich ass boats, motherfucking everything they could ever imagine, right? Got to work for millionaires that got that everything in life is already good. They good. So every time I go to work, that just proves to me that I'm still poor because I have to fucking work. Yesterday there was a man, and he said he makes $138 an hour. Like fucking how? Damn.
When I first moved out on my own, my grocery bill was $100 a month. Today, I just went to the grocery store and I bought some cooking oil, some everything bagel seasoning, some apples, some strawberries, a chocolate milk, and I'm talking a small chocolate milk, like my own chocolate milk. It's not a chocolate milk I'm planning on sharing with anybody. And some beef jerky and some paper towels, and it cost me $100 or $97.46. This is getting out of hand. But one thing I did buy is I bought these here Built Puff cookies and cream, and these bad boys right here, some count. They hit the spot.
See, here's the thing, you can't convince me that groceries aren't expensive because I have actively swapped out ground beef for ground turkey. I live in Jackson, Mississippi, and I don't know what y'all paying for ground beef in other regions of the world, regions of U.S. America, but yeah, the prices is too pricey for me. And so last week I was like, okay, I gotta feed the family. But I really don't want to pay what they trying to charge me at Walmart for some damn ground beef. And what I do, stroll my ass down a little longer down that cooling section aisle, and I found some ground turkey, and I made it do what it do. And if I'm gonna be honest, it's a quick way to get skinny. Because you can't afford regular groceries. You can't afford your typical groceries. You got to cut corners somewhere. I'm eating lean meat. Case in point, if y'all don't believe me. So off the jump, for me to get the regular 80/20, I'm looking at $17 for 2.25 pounds. Then when you want the roll, when you want the real lean Lightning McQueen, the 73.27, baby, that's a $20 roll. The same for when you want a 2.25 tray, and it's $17 of 93.7. Baby, look, if I gotta pay that much to be lean, it ain't even that, it's not that serious because what did I do? Boom, right there. I said, oh, that'll do. Look at it. 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 93.7, $5.46. Look at it. 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 $13.34. Okay, and I think the net ounce weight, what they say, y'all? 48 ounces? I think that's 48 ounces. Yeah, because it don't say on here. But you had to read the packaging. And then you got the little $5 pack right there. Baby. Who? Who? Mind you, I live in Mississippi. Not California, not New York, not Texas. I live in Mississippi, which is insane because people don't even really want to be over here living with us like that. Like talking about for real. And guess what? It's still expensive. It's a bit pricey. First of all, it takes you $20 to just get 4 gallons of gas. So down here, I can go through $40 just by getting 4 gallons of gas and a fucking pack of ground beef. No, gotta cut corners somewhere. You gotta trim it where you can, baby. It's expensive out here. What else? I know somebody cutting corners because you wanna know how I know? Because I just cut corners. I cut corners from doing ground beef to ground turkey. It tastes a little different, but it still get the job done. Fed is best. What y'all trimming? I know y'all trimming something. I stopped buying pancakes. I just do pancake mix at the house now. I get some flour, eggs, mix them mugs up, and I put them on the skillet and I feed my kids. I ain't got it no more. It's getting decrepit out here. We have trimmed all we can trim. We have gotten second and third jobs. We have picked up shifts with Instacart, picked up shifts with DoorDash. We have sold shit, and we still behind. And I'm not saying we as in solely my household. I'm saying we as in regular people that are trying to feed ourselves, trying to feed our family, and just have just at least $100 for ourselves to just spend it on ourselves. I'm talking about us. And even the ones making 35, 45, 50 an hour, whatever the case may be, they still feeling the same stuff we feeling. Let's be honest, this whole 40, 50, 60 an hour job, salary that they, promised us that we can find out of college, and they've been priming us since high school, and, just got to get up and get a job. It don't work no more. 40, 50, $60 an hour was big money in the 90s, 80s, and 70s. But I'm going to tell you right now, after the end of 2015, and at the max of 2020, yeah, things started to get a little disrespectful. So I know good and well if me over here struggling and I'm hearing nurses over here trying to, budget. I know groceries is kicking everybody's ass, and then don't add daycare and stuff like that on top of it. Some gotta give. Some gotta give. Bubble gotta pop. The treasury needs to fucking get a big ass donation. Something need to happen. It is hard out here. That's it. That's all. No more or less, baby. Bye.
I'm not trying to be dramatic, but I'm so tired of paying bills. Like, they're just never ending. You got the water bill, you got the gas bill, you got the sewer bill, you got the electric bill, you got the being alive bill, you got the I gotta eat bill, you got the car bill, you got the I have to exist bill, you got the insurance bill, you got the car bill, you just got bills, and I'm so freaking tired of it.
When they said Georgia Power, I didn't know that meant I was paying for all of Georgia's power. Why is my bill so high? Who who's monitoring? Who's in charge? That I'm paying the price of a house. I live in an apartment. What? Like what?
Maybe other people can relate to this, but I'm going over the electric bill for last month, and it is fall. And when it's fall at my house, windows are open, AC units are off, the heat is off. We're running as bare minimum of a ship that we can when it comes to the electric and gas. All right. So, explain to me why my bill went up. Explain this. I looked into the breakdown of it because I was like, there's no way. I'm literally not using anything. I unplug stuff. I turn off the lights after everybody. The only thing running is the refrigerator. It's the delivery charge. So just looking at the breakdown, my usage went down, as I said, but the delivery fee of getting electric to my house is more than half of the total bill. More than half just to get electric and it's going up. This was more than it was last month. The delivery fee has gone up. I don't even use AI. Is this what it is? Is this me paying for the usage of AI for these other companies? Like, make this make sense.
I don't know about y'all, but PSC&G really lost their marbles this month. My light bill was $400. $400. Now, mind y'all, I'm not even in a house. I'm just in an apartment. I'm in a nice luxury apartment, and my light bill was $400. I don't even be home. I'm confused. I don't know what's going on in New Jersey with them people that work down at PSC&G, or they need to fix it. Or I'm gonna be calling them up. If they need me to help them draw down the costs of this electricity, let me know.
What do you guys think about phone bills? Mine and my wife's phone bill is $181, down from $205. But anyways, we have two phones. That's it.
My light bill is so high because the weather is so unpredictable. The weather ain't even making no sense these days. That's why my light bill's so high, because I'm constantly like changing the what temperature is this thing on? Right now, it's absolutely warm outside. Cool breeze here and there. Now this unit is off. It's completely off. But suddenly it's starting to feel cold in here. So I'm probably gonna turn the heat on. Then before I know it, because heat rises and I'm not on the first floor, then it's gonna get hot. It's all get out. How in the how? How do you keep your apartment, your home at a comfortable temperature? How? It's not possible with this type of weather, especially not when it's 168 degrees outside in the middle of November. Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks. Sometimes I be feeling like that's just how you know there's no type of cheat code to life. There ain't no manual, no type of system guide like them old folks used to try to act like that. It won't no guide to the system. So they talk about turn the lights down and save the power. You can't save. You ain't saving no money. Yeah, that ain't happening.
So who else is wondering why their electric bill is high? Well, I have an answer for you. I know ours went from like 500, it literally doubled. And we were like, maybe it's just July. I hope it's just July. But when we spoke with Ameren, they told us it's not just July. Unfortunately, we can thank our friend Trump for this one. When he raised his tariffs in Canada, it raised our prices on electric. I hope this helps.
I want to know how people are surviving. Because if your electric bill looks anything like mine or close to it, I mean, mind you, I have a 2-family home, but it has 3 floors. My tenant does pay her own utilities. I am in charge of my floor and the basement, you can say. And this is what it came out to. It's usually like 400. You know, in the summer, it could probably be like 500 because of the central air. And I do have a pool. But this is crazy. I don't know how people are going to survive this. I live in New Jersey. I know that it's in other states also, but I live in a very, and it's not even the best town. I live in an expensive town. Rents here are astronomical. They're just insane. And being able to pay your rent and then you have to pay a bill that's this high, or even let's say in the 500s, how are people even doing it? How are people surviving? I just don't get how a governor, a mayor, anybody can really allow this to happen to your people who vote for you. Like, and I'm not even a political person at all. But this is crazy. I don't know how people are going to make it. They're going to be paying their rent and sitting in the dark because who can afford this? I am so grateful that right now, because anything can change, we can afford to pay for this. But who's to say next month or the month after, if something happens, we can't afford that. We wouldn't be able to afford that. I don't know how people are doing it. People that have young kids, this is crazy. And they're just doing it. They're just sticking it up our asses, and we just have to figure it out. Like, we just literally have to figure it out. We've been figuring it out for many years, and it's just getting worse and worse. Something's got to give. I wouldn't even know where to even begin because I'm not into politics. I'm just dumb as a doorknob when it comes to any of those things. But like this, just like opened my eyes. My husband went yesterday to pay the bill and it was $1,900. And he's like, where? They wouldn't give him any information because his name is not on the bill. So I looked at it this morning and look at me. I have like hives because I just can't believe it. And I feel for people that have to pay something like this and can't really afford it because you're not even making that much money either. Like, minimum wage is insane. I just can't. I don't know how people are going to survive this. It's just, it stresses me out. Like, it really stresses me out. All we can, I mean, all at this point, all I could do is hope and pray. Really, because I really wouldn't know what to do, how to do it. Like, I don't even know what is this? Delivery? What the hell is anybody delivering? Nobody ever came to my door to deliver shit. And then you get like a little bit of a break on the first 600 kilowatts, and then it goes up after that. Like, what? No, this is insane. And you could see I didn't even really use that much from June to July. No, no. Let me know anybody else is like stressing. I don't even know what to do.
Has anyone else noticed their electric bill being extremely high over the past few months? Yeah, mine has doubled. in the past few months, and I'm here in Ohio. So I was just wondering if it's just me, or is anyone else experiencing or noticing their electric bills being very, very high, like abnormally high? Because the past couple months are the two highest electric bills I've ever had in my entire life, and I've done nothing different. I live alone. I live in a one-bedroom apartment by myself. Haven't done anything different than I've done in the past years, but my electric bill has more than doubled. As a matter of fact, since last month, it's gone up $20. So it's doubled. My electric bill it's typically $80. Right now it's 160, and that's a lot for me. So I was just wondering, just curious, is anyone else experiencing high electric rates here in Ohio, or high electric bills in Ohio, or anywhere else for that matter, or is it just me?
Okay, y'all, good morning. I'm coming to y'all today with the story, with the news that happened yesterday, okay? So I know everybody been complaining in Alabama about our light bills being too high. They've been too goddamn high. Kay Ivy says she hears talking about it. She want to help us do something about it, okay? So they met with lawmakers on yesterday, and the plan is right now we elect all of our public service commissioners. That's who work directly with the utility companies for Alabama. Now we elect them. The people go out and vote for the people who we want in these seats. Kay Ivey wants to do something similar to like what she did with the Birmingham Waterworks. She want to come in and take over. She want to take those elected members down and put up appointed members, people who she's going to appoint to sit in these seats. They're going to have to report back every quarter to her, to the governor, about what's going on with the utilities because they have gotten out of control. She even agrees with that they have gotten out of control. She recently met with them, and she think that this is the best idea that the lawmakers could have came up with, is to take these people that we done elected out and appoint people to put in. Okay. On top of that, she has allocated about $3.8 million to different Alabama communities to help with the overflow and the increase of energy prices. Okay. She's not going to help with your bill per se, but she is going to give out grants to make sure your installation is correct in your house. Your windows are sealed up. Make sure you don't need any windows, or if you don't need new windows, make sure the holes in your windows are sealed up. Make sure your HVAC system is not costing you a whole lot of money to run, and that's why your energy bill is high. She wants to go in and do everything she can to try to help disabled, elderly, and low-income families be able to afford their energy bills, okay? Because she does agree that, hey, the energy bills are out of control. We have to do something. So y'all been talking about Alabama power bills being too high. Kay Avidon agreed. She's putting in. She has put into place. She's attempting to, anyways, where the public service commissioners that we have in there now are to be taken down, and she wants to appoint commissioners that are going to be in those seats, and they're going to report quarterly. Right now, they don't report at all. That she don't know if they working with the Alabama Power Company to have our stuff so high with, but she wants to take them out. Basically, she wants to move them out. Now, for the grants to help keep your home more efficient, for my county would be Jefferson County, and she allocated $898,000 to the Community Action Partnership of North Alabama. Okay, they're gonna be with the following counties: Blount County, Cherokee County, Etowah, Jackson County, Jefferson County, Marshall County, and St. Clair County. So if you got loved ones who are low income, disabled, elderly, that need their house checked out to make sure that is not nothing going on in their house making their energy bill high, get in touch with the community. It's the Community Action Partnership of North Alabama. Get in touch with them. Go ahead and apply for these grants that she letting out. I don't know how long they're going to be around. But Memo, Ivy, we appreciate you for this one, okay? You trying to go out with a bang, I don't blame you because I dogged you out a few days ago. But amen to you, sister.
Yo, I swear these companies really be trying to get over on you sometimes. Like when your bill be suddenly high out of nowhere. Hello, my bill has been $80 for like an entire 2 years, and now I'm wondering why is it 100?
Well, let me see what I can find.
Do all this waiting, you do all this waiting, you do all this waiting, just for them to come back with something like, Oh, well, it looks like it was a promo that was on your account for, it was a special we had going on for a year, and now the special is done. So now all of a sudden you have to pay more for the same amount of service. Actually, the service is worse now, but you still have to pay more.
Yeah, I am tired of paying high ass bills. High ass bills. I'm tired. I gotta pay. I dread paying this high ass rent. I am tired of paying high bills, high rent, gas, food, every fucking thing. Can we go back to how things used to be when the world was normal? Because this shit is not normal now. It's not normal. What the fuck? I'm already laid off. It's not normal anymore.
Y'all holding on tight to y'all tax season money. Y'all holding on tight to y'all tax season money out here this year. Nobody not getting no steaks, no seafood balls. I ain't mad at it though. Look, I am not mad at it.
Good afternoon, motherfuckers. I'm back at this motherfucker. I fucking hate it here. I woke up this fucking morning feeling like somebody shit in a bag of rocks and hit me with it. I woke up feeling like somebody beat my fucking ass. Like I got hit over the head with a Grey Goose bottle. Like somebody deeded me and then fucked the hell out of me. No diddy. I don't even know how the fuck you wake up and both your hands are numb. What the fuck did I do? Sleep on my damn arms? It's like my arms just turned into a butterfly pose and I went to sleep on them motherfuckers. I'm telling you, this is day 45 of me saying I don't know how much more of this shit I can fucking take. I'm telling you right now, if I could shake my fucking ass on TikTok and blow up, no diddy. I'm shaking that ass.
So I saw this guy talk about like the cost of living and how he just can't afford to live. And I feel like I need to talk about like how bad I think it's gotten in the US. Because I think it's gotten really, really bad. Like we know it's bad, but it's bad. So 5 years ago in 2020, I graduated from college and I had a job offer within like 3-4 weeks after graduating college. And I moved to downtown Dallas at the time and I lived in a studio apartment and I believe it was like $905 a month. Had a view of downtown. It wasn't in the best part. Botman Jean unfortunately did get murdered there, but it was a really affordable apartment and I made about $40,000 a year. So I could afford it and it was great. I went and I looked back and the studios that I lived in are now almost double what I paid, which is insane to me. Also, when I was in college, I always got groceries at Aldi's and I could get meat and everything I needed for 1 week for one person. It was about 45 to 50 US dollars. I went to Aldi's a couple days ago, bought groceries for me and my partner, and excluding meat because I buy my meat from a local farm. So just getting like fruits, vegetables, and like crackers. We don't really get snacks, and like grains and stuff like that. It ended up being about $100. Obviously, I spent the majority of my 20s living in the EU, and I've only lived back in the US for 1 year, but I can just say that I think it's gotten extremely expensive. 40K a year would have been a really, really good salary 5 years ago, in a low cost of living area, but it's not. I bought my house last July. And if I were to buy my house again, for example, I could not afford it. They built an apartment complex that you can rent right next to my building. I Googled how much people are paying to rent in these apartments, similar floorage. Honestly, part of it's a basement unit, and it is about like $500 to $600 more than my mortgage. They're also building $1 million townhouses 2 blocks away from the street that I live in. I literally could not afford, aside from like losing my job and all those other variables, I literally could not afford to buy my house again. And if it wasn't for the property taxes that I don't pay property taxes, I would not be able to own a house. But yeah, it's really, really jarring to see how expensive it's gotten, and how devastating it is. And I'm always really grateful I don't have kids, because imagine you're a family of four and you have to feed four people and you don't make even $100,000 a year. Like, it is insane. And then housing is $2,500. I went looking because I wanted to move to a different part of the city, rent out my condo, and then rent some part in the city thinking it might be cheaper. I toured a bunch of apartments. You are getting less space. You're getting 25, like you're paying $2,500, maybe $2,800 for a studio in Philadelphia. Obviously, if you're from New York, it's not that bad, but it's pretty expensive for locals here, especially given the median wage is not that high. It's insane. It's extremely expensive. If you are feeling the pressure and the heat of the rising cost of living, you're not alone. Even high earners are coming out and saying it. It's extremely expensive. Money is not going as far as it used to.
I know the electric company loves to see me coming because I will turn on every single light in the house just to go from my bedroom to the kitchen and go to the bathroom in between.
Y'all, I don't know what to say. My mom called me last night, right? And she said her insurance went up. And I'm like, yep, it's gonna go up. The sad part about it is that she really had to drop down to a standard instead of premium. Because premium, she was getting everything that she needed to get and at a good rate. But when the new rate came out, she had to drop down to a standard rate. Yeah, standard rate. She's retired, so this extra money is coming out of her retirement money, and it's pulling. Yeah, this is not going to be pretty. This is not going to be pretty, especially for those who have retired or those who are, they rely on medical and they're having to take out extra money out of their check to pay for their their health insurance. With that being said, yeah, I don't know. I ain't got nothing for them. I have nothing. It's heartbreaking because I can hear it in my mama's voice, and it's like, oh, yeah, I just had to renew my insurance, and it went up, and I had to drop down to standard from premium because I couldn't afford it anymore. I couldn't afford the premium, and yeah, I don't. We are going way, 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 way backwards. Instead of making it good, it's going backwards. Now, I am a 1099 person. So I don't have health insurance because I can't afford health insurance. It is absolutely ridiculous for health insurance. Luckily, I make enough that I can go to my appointments and I can pay for my services and not have a bill. I can literally pay for it. Now, there are some dental offices that have plans that you pay for and they're good for a year. I do that. There are also eye doctors that have plans that you can pay for to get your eye exams, to get your glasses, and that's it. There are some physicians that have this new thing, subscription, to where you pay a certain amount every month and you make your appointments if you need to go, you get your service. The only thing that kind of bothers me is hospitalization. I've got to research some more on getting hospitalization because if ever I have to go into the hospital, I need to have that insurance. I need to pay that premium. But for everything else, I'm a healthy person, thank God for that. But I just pay per visit just to keep from having to pay a premium every month because I literally would be paying like $1,000 a month just to say I have health insurance. And I can't afford that. That is absolutely ridiculous.
for one person to pay $1,000 a month. So I just pay for my visits when I go. If I need to get blood work done, I just go get my blood work done. They send me my results. I kind of look at it if I need to send it to somebody or take it with me when I go to a visit, the doctor's visit, and then they can read the results and tell me what I need to do. I'm gonna have to keep it real. That is how I'm going to have to. That's how I'm gonna have to do my health care, because there's no way that I'm going to sit here and pay $1,000 a month, and I barely go to a doctor. I don't take any medicine, thank God for that. But this is not. If you can find a physician that has a subscription plan, then get on that subscription plan. Dental, get with your dental office, ask them, hey, do y'all have a plan? I could pay a one-time fee, get the same services, maybe get 50% discount. Check around, research, dig in. I've got to get hospitalization. I got to figure out how to get that. So, but yeah, I'm just
I am so sick of how it is in this country. Like, our council tax bill is so high. It's just gone up again, and the bills are going up again, and it's just insane. We're taxed to our limits. There's only enough hours in a day that we can work. Like, I work part-time, and there is no point in paying for childcare because I have 2 children and I'd literally be making pittance. I might as well look after my own children. My partner works in the engineering business, self-employed with his own business, just him, like a one-man band. He cannot work any more hours than he is. And we are paying out and paying out and paying out, and that's all it feels like we're doing. So yes, I do a second income stream online, and I tell you what, it's the best thing I have ever chosen to do, because I am time short. I do not have the time to fit something in that sits me down for hours at my computer. I don't have the time to think about something, to sell products, to hold inventory. I don't have that time. When I saw this, I literally was like, this is what everyone can do. If you have subscriptions coming out of your bank account for Netflix, Amazon Prime, Spotify, this is a subscription that pays you back. It pays you as the business builds, which can take a long time. But if you share your link, if you show other people this subscription business, you can build networks of subscriptions and you get paid a percentage on it every single month. And that builds and builds and builds as it gets shared on, as your referral goes through many, many, many referrals onwards. You get a percentage of all of those subscriptions. Since I started this in August last year, it paid for numerous Christmas presents for my kids. I am saving the money for a future holiday and for our future, but it can only get bigger. My passive pay has pretty much doubled every single month because you're still getting paid for those subscriptions that got shared months ago, and you're building on new ones. So your passive pay constantly goes up. I get paid sometimes five times a month from this business. I am saving for my kids' futures. My children have accounts in this. It's so simple. I have subscriptions for them and they are earning passive pay, which is pretty much doubling every single month. I now see a financial future with income coming in where I'm not working an hour and getting paid an hour for it. I'm literally building subscriptions and networks, and this company is just insanely brilliant. They're in 200 countries. They're AAA star rated. And I would just say to anybody, have a look at this, because it blew my mind at the concept of it straight away. As soon as I saw it, I was like, that makes complete sense. The whole world is going into this subscription economy, and this company wants to pay us back. This company wants to share the profits. Instead of companies like Amazon Prime that are just taking all the profits over hundreds and hundreds of millions of people. This company already has over 2 million people subscribing, and it is going to be the next Amazon Prime. It is just genius.
So if your life, and you can fit this in with anything, like if your life is so busy, you can fit this in with other side hustles, you can fit this in with your jobs, it's like literally 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 15 minutes a day. You don't have to sit at your computer. You don't have to think about what you're literally doing. You're not selling anything. We're not selling any products whatsoever. It is utterly genius. It fits in. And I tell you what, it's taken the pressure off me, knowing that I'm building something for the future and for the kids, for retirement, for property, for all of that. Because this country, working an hour and get paid an hour, it's not working anymore. It's not working anymore. So comment me in here and I'll show you the videos. Have a look at this for yourself. Make your own decision. No pressure whatsoever. Have a look at the videos on this. And I'll tell you what, if you're anything like me with a savvy mind about making money in a different way, you'll jump into this.
If your wallet has been crying lately, you are not alone. Mine's been crying a river. Drop a comment and tell me what's gotten the most expensive where you live. I'll see you in the next Real Talk. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe button. Turn on your notification bell for more upcoming videos. Happy every day.